everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Before we get any further, I do want to give a big thank you to Modelones for sponsoring today's video, along with sending over these new products for me to try. So these new products are their new Modelones color cubes, but they are also in collaboration with three creators. The three creators are Tom Baychek, Saxon Charbino, and Joaquin Vasquez. The core value of this collaboration is unlock and unleash. Unlock means Modelones encourages everyone to unlock a new experience of nail art. Everyone will be able to try nail art and use the new nail tools and find your own enjoyment. Unleash means Modelones encourages all to liberate themselves from seclarity. Everyone has the right to bravery, pursue their own beauty. So this new joint collaboration with Modelones, including the three influencers, the colors are handpicked by the three influencers. They are very trendy and suit different styles. I also just want to mention about the packaging. I am obsessed with this packaging. I think that it looks so gorgeous. I also love how the outer packaging also kind of represents the inside of the colors, the actual gel colors, and it kind of just gives a unique vibe to each of these new color cubes. The packaging does have the name of the influencer on the back. You can also pause to read here if you would like, but there is a small paragraph on the back of each, and it kind of just goes in depth a little bit with each color palette. So the one I'm starting with here is the first one, and it is pretty unique one. So all three of these color palettes do have the name, and then of course we open up the box, we have the color cube, the instructions, and also a little brush here. So these color cubes are just like the previous Modelones color cubes, but instead this time the three influencers did pick out the colors going into these and kind of just got to put together everything, making it unique to them. Like I mentioned, when you open up the box, you do have the instruction guide with some pictures and step-by-step tutorial on how to use these palettes. We also do have the applicator brush, which is kind of like a medium oval. It is great for travel because you can store it away, the cap inside, but then you can put the cap on the back of the brush to actually extend it and make it a full-size application brush. And then of course the most satisfying part here is peeling back this sticker to reveal the beautiful colors inside. Like I said, this specific palette name is pretty unique one, and this one definitely, it just shows unique colors. You can embrace your uniqueness when using this specific color palette. And this one here was actually my favorite out of the three. I loved the color choices. I really loved the shimmers, the hot pink, the purple, the blue. I thought this color palette was absolutely gorgeous. I also do like how that one did include black. This next color palette, the name for this one is Rich Girl Retro. Again, on the front and the outer packaging, absolutely stunning. The outer packaging also complements very nicely with the inside colors of the actual palette. So the same as the previous one, we have the instructions, we also have the brush, and then we have the physical color cube here. One thing I didn't mention yet, but that is on the back or the bottom side of the color cubes, is actually the name of the color palette, along with kind of like a little picture of what colors you are going to see inside the palette. I really loved peeling these stickers off to see these beautiful colors. I think these look so much like a makeup palette. I think they are such a nice layout and design. They are also very small and compactable, so I feel like this would be something great if you're going on a trip and you want to bring some extra gel polish to switch up your manis, or just to have something small so you can keep it in your purse or your backpack, something like that. I just love how they're so tiny and compact, but they definitely are worthy. They also do hold a lot of product for them being small. The third color palette here is Color Confidence, and this is colors that inspire like you. I love this one as well. Still, the first one I showed was my all-time favorite out of all three of these. I feel like the last two that I showed are giving fall. I don't know if it's maybe just the colors. This one here with kind of like that burnt orange and the red. I was definitely getting fall vibes, throwing in that yellow as well. I can't wait for fall to start doing fall nail sets. I'm sure that palette will come out when I start doing fall because that one was just giving fall to me. I love all of these palettes. I feel like they are all very unique. The influencers definitely did an amazing job picking out the colors. I feel like the colors all complement each other in each palette. They definitely follow a scheme, and you could create so many different nail sets or nail looks with the specific palettes. You don't have to purchase all three of these, but I definitely would recommend it, especially if you are loving all of the colors. Each of these palettes, you do get 9 colors in one little palette, which I really love. These can also be perfect for nail art as well. You don't physically have to use them just to apply the polish to a full coverage nail. So I wanted to just play around with some of these colors. And for the swatching I'm doing here, please don't judge the formula of the product when I'm doing these swatches. I feel like I'm kind of just playing around and getting used to the product. I have used these color cubes in the past, but I kind of just wanted to put some out on this swatch stick here so you guys could really see some of the colors. I kind of just picked some of my favorites from each of the palettes, and I'm going to be swatching 2 from each palette. The reason I say not to really judge the formula from me doing these swatches is because my brush is not prepped with base coat, and I don't actually have any base coat applied to these swatch sticks. So I'm kind of just going in and playing around with it. But when using this product, it is definitely recommended that you prep your application brush in base coat, and then you also apply base coat to the nail surface that you're going to be applying the solid gel polish. Because this is solid, that is recommended. That way it applies like butter and it just goes on very smoothly. When working with this product, I do feel that it is a thin consistency, but yet very pigmented. When I'm using this product on my nails, I feel like I can build this up. I can apply 2 coats of this solid gel polish and feel like it's only 1 coat of regular gel polish. I'm hoping that makes sense. Like the thinness of this gel is very nice because you can build it, you can apply multiple layers, but you're still going to keep that thin nail surface and you're not going to over bulk the nail. So I hope that kind of gave you a look for these 3 new color palettes collaboration with Modelones and the 3 influencers. I will be linking them down below in the description box. Today I'm going to be doing a soft gel nail set, aka a Gel X nail set. And then I will also be using some of the colors from the palettes to create a beautiful green nail set. That green was just sticking out to me and I wanted to use it so badly. So that is what I'm going to be using in today's nail set. But first we are beginning with some nail prep. So I am going to try to talk as little as possible going through this because I do feel I have been explaining prep a lot. The first thing I do though is push back my cuticles and scrape up any of the dead cuticle. This is a very important step. You do want to make sure that you are removing any of the dead cuticle from your natural nail plate to avoid lifting. Once I'm finished removing the dead cuticle, I will take a buffer. You can also use a sanding band to do this as well, but I am going to be removing the shine from my natural nail, and then once I'm finished with that, I will use a dust brush to remove all of the remaining dust from my nails. Now Now I am going in with my dehydrator. I am applying a layer of this to all of the nails to dehydrate my nails and remove any excess oils. Next step is to go in with my primer, apply a layer of that to all of my nails to prime my nails and allow for a better adhesion. If you are struggling with your nails lifting or popping off, I would recommend going in with 2 coats of your primer because that can really help to really enforce the adhesion from the nail tip to your natural nail. The last step here, I'm going in with my base coat, applying a layer of that to all of the nails and curing for 30 seconds in the nail lamp. All of those steps are definitely just for educational purposes because I did go in with a peel-off base coat. If you do want your nails to last the 3+ weeks, just skip the peel-off base coat step and your nails will last you for 3+ weeks, really getting the longevity out of your nails. So I'm going to be using these Modelones soft gel nail tips. These are the long coffin. They do have a pre-etched underside, so that is really nice. The surface of the nails are not pre-buffed, but that is okay. I feel like pre-etched nail tips are really nice to use, especially because I feel like it kind of gives you a guideline on where you want to put that gel. So I'm starting off by sizing out these nail tips. I feel like the sizing of these nail tips are a little bit weird. I don't know, I feel like some days I can use nail tips and I don't think it's weird, and then other days I feel like it's a little bit weird. I don't feel that these nail tips are bad, but I do feel they are a little bit on the smaller side. For my index, middle, and my ring finger, I was the exact same size for all 3 of those fingers. Usually it's not like that. Most times I'm the same size for my index and my ring finger. No biggie though, I was able to size out all of my nail sizes and I do still feel that these fit me very nicely. I feel like it is very difficult for me to explain if nail tips are on the smaller or the larger side, just because everybody's natural nail plate is different. We all have different sizes and fit into like different things. My pinky could fit your index or vice versa, whatever. But I really hope that these nail tips do have a size or measurement guide. I'm not 100% sure, but I have been seeing more brands doing that, especially when I'm getting the links to put everything in the description box. I do find that most nail tips now are showing the measurements, and I do really like that because it helps you guys to know if the nail tips are going to fit you before purchasing them and spending the money. To apply these nails, I am using a clear 6-in-1 glue gel. This is a builder gel, but it can also be used as a base coat or to apply your extensions. I'm applying a little bit of this into each of the nail tips, starting at the cuticle area, slowly lowering it until the product has reached the free edge of my natural nail. Once in place, I will hold it under the nail lamp for about a 15-second flash cure. Repeat the steps to the rest of the nails, and then once all of the nails are applied, I will do a full 30-second cure in my larger nail lamp to ensure I have a full cure of the gel product. After the nails are all applied, I did my full cure. I'm now going in with a little bit of filing. To start off, I like taking a hand file to crisp up the free edge of these nails just to make sure everything is crisp and straight. I do really love the shape of these nails and the length. I feel like it is a really nice long coffin, and I would love to try more of the Modelones soft gel nail tips. Now I'm taking my e-file with a 5-in-1 drill bit to go around the cuticle area. This will help to seal in the cuticle and also remove any spillage of the product on top of the nail. Once I am finished with that, I will take a buffer to remove the shine from the nail tip. This will ensure that when I go in with my gel polish, the gel polish adheres properly to the nail tip. Once I am finished with that, I will take a dust brush and remove all of the dust. I do believe that I went ahead and did that off camera. Once I was finished, here are how the nails are looking, and I was right. I did just take a dust brush and remove all of that dust off camera. Once all of the dust was removed, I'm now going in with my base coat. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I personally recommend when you are using any type of solid gel polish to always go in with a base coat. It is definitely going to help the polish glide on, and it's going to make it so smooth, and it's going to make it like melting butter, like you're applying melting butter to your nail. So I went in with my base coat on all of the nails and cured that for 30 seconds. Like I mentioned, I wanted to use that green shimmer color. So I'm starting off with this palette here, and I thought that green was so perfect. It's such like a light green, and I can't think of like what this is reminding me of right now, but it is a beautiful green color. I feel like I don't do green nails too often, so I decided to do some green fairy type fairy core nails today. So I'm starting off, my base color is going to be one coat of this light green shade, and I'm going to be applying that to all of the nails. Before I began applying the polish, I did actually prep my brush here. And to do that, I just put some base coat out on a palette and kind of like brushed the brush into the base coat, and then made sure I wiped off the brush on the palette so I didn't have any remaining base coat. But the base coat just kind of helps to soften up the bristles. It makes for an easier application when you are applying your solid gel polish. So I'm just going in with one layer of this. I absolutely loved this color. It was so stunning, and with this color and then the shimmery green on top, I just thought it was the perfect pair. So I do want to mention, if you have not ever tried the Modelones solid cream gels or their solid gel polishes, either their cubes or their vinyl records, I definitely recommend trying them out. I really love them, and I honestly love the concept of it being compact, kind of like an eyeshadow or a makeup palette. I feel like the storage for them is very easy. You don't have like 9 gel polish bottles. Instead, you just have a very small and compact palette, and I feel like it is very easy, especially if you don't have a lot of space, but you still want to be able to have nail stuff so you can do your own nails. I feel like these would be the perfect thing. If you are interested in purchasing these or anything else from the Modelones website, I do have a discount code. That code is Brandy15, and it will save you 15% off your purchase. Now that I have my base color applied, which is just one coat of that green color, and that was cured in the nail lamp, I'm now going to be applying my second layer of gel polish, and for my second coat, I'm taking this other palette here that has this beautiful glittery shimmery green in it. I was just getting like Tinkerbell. These colors were screaming Tinkerbell to me. They were the perfect green, and I just wanted to do some sort of like Tinkerbell fairy nails, but keeping it simple. I wouldn't say that these are Tinkerbell related, but the green kind of stands out and makes it feel or give Tinkerbell to me. Either way, I loved the end result. I went in with a coat of this glitter gel, and then I cured for 30 seconds. Before going in with any of my charms or rhinestones, I will be applying my top coat. I find it easiest to do it this way. I do know a lot of people prefer to apply their charms first and then go in with a top coat. Definitely just a personal preference. Do whatever works for you. But I like applying my top coat first, so I went in with a layer of this on all of the nails and cured that for 30 seconds. Once the top coat was cured, I did pull out some different things that I wanted to use. I wanted to keep it very simple but still giving fairy vibes, fairy core nails. So I pulled out some beautiful green reflective like blue rhinestones. I also had a silver butterfly that I wanted to use, and then some of the trendy small flower charms. So for this, I'm basically just going to be going in, applying this butterfly charm to this nail and doing some rhinestones coming up and coming down from the butterfly. I feel like this simple swirl design right here is so gorgeous. I love having a larger charm in the center and then coming from both ends having the rhinestones. I think it just really creates a nail set. So I did do that on my ring finger. In between, I did some flash cures using a flash curing lamp. And then I also, for my middle finger, I kind of just did a cuticle rhinestone placement with a flower, but more off to the one side. And then for the rest of the nails, I did a flower and two rhinestones coming up from the free edge of the nail. I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out because it is a really easy process. I just go in with my rhinestone gel where I'm going to be placing the rhinestones or charms. I place everything. Once I like that placement, I will do a flash cure to hold everything in place. Once everything is complete, I will then do a full 30-second cure in my nail lamp to ensure that everything is fully cured. I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out, and I will hop back on once it is time to apply my cuticle oil. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the video. If you are enjoying and haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, give the video a like, it really helps me out a lot, and if you're feeling generous, leave a comment below. I am now going in with my cuticle oil, applying that to all of my cuticles to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And I really loved the finished look of these nails. I love that they are super simple with just a little bit of rhinestones and charms on them, but the background is such a beautiful color. I also feel that the rhinestones that I had that are kind of like green but have a beautiful blue reflect in them were the absolute perfect match for this gel polish color. Like, it could not have been any more perfect than this. I love these nails. To me, they are definitely fairy core, and you can add so much more to this, like adding some nail art or some abstract lines. There are so many different things that you could do to incorporate the nail set or just make it unique and your own, especially with using these Model 1's color cubes. There are so many colors included in these color cubes. You can purchase all three of these Model 1's color cubes on the Model 1's website. You can save 15% off using my discount code Brandy15. All of that information will be down below in the description box. I really did love using these color cubes, even though I did only use 2 of the 3 palettes and only used 1 of each color. I was kind of just bombarded with all of the beautiful colors, so I more than likely will be picking these up and using them again. If any of these colors stood out to you guys, or if you got a nail set in mind, just seeing these color palettes, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. I always love getting suggestions on what you guys would like to see me do, if it's a special product you would like me to use, or just a specific nail set you have in mind that you would like me to try. I really hope that you all did enjoy today's video and enjoyed watching me try out these new Model 1's joint collaboration color cubes. I had a lot of fun doing it. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.